Alrighty, folks, it is time. Happy Tuesday or Wednesday, where it is, wherever you are in the world. Ace Farmer Kevo here. Hope you're having a wonderful day, night, morning. Today, we have achieved the 70 of the sailing, thanks to the pirate shipwreck. Going to that nice spot AFKing it, having 2 people salvage while I just profit in. So you can see right here, I am over halfway the way to get the 71. But today, I'm going to show you some of the goodies that I've gotten over the weekend. A lot of hard work, lots of salvaging for some stuff. So, without further ado, let me take and go to my bank booth. So I'm going to go here first to show you some of the stuff at the bottom. So I got the barrel stand from the Temporos trials for the 2nd tier. I got the 3rd one for the Rouse fabric roll. And then I've also gotten the Jubbly Jive parts of the key and the the capture wind moat. And they get not 1 or 2 but 3 rusty coins. Haven't claimed them yet from the pirate salvage, but you know, whenever the time's ready, I will do that. Gotten a whole bunch of mahogany repair kits, and I've gotten some more teak ones, but I put those in my boat because today we are going to do some bounty task. Because the bounty task I've seen through videos and through the whispers that they give some good XP. Now, besides that, I've also gotten the elusive dragon cannonball from the pirate shipwreck as well, along with a whole bunch of rune cannonballs as well that I can't use yet until later. But I'm looking forward to using it later. Of course, I've already gotten the animate cannon, and all these cannonballs you see here, I got all these from salvaging. I haven't made any of them myself because I don't even have an ammo mold. So I might go get one in the future for some stuff. But let me show y'all what port task or what bounty task I'm going to be working on. So view task, I'm going to be taking out some hammerhead sharks, maybe some pygmy krakens, but mainly the hammerhead sharks. And we're going to see what XP we have. So I'm going to show you all my boat that I'll be using for today. And what I've done to take and trick it out. So let me just go here, and I'm going to go customize the boat. So y'all can see what I've done so far. So about the blue axe at Port Roberts. So going to my boat schematics, I have the clampor hull, adamant's keel, adamant's helm, mahogany mast and canvas sails. I might get the clampor mast and canvas sails, but that would require me to go do some farming stuff, and I don't want to go do that. Hello there, Vexy. And technically I could get the Storm Chaser's flag if I wanted to, but I'm not, because I don't really care for it. And then on my boat, you'll see I have my wind catcher, my keg, my teleport focus, my advanced chumming station, my fathom stone. Of course, we got our inoculation stations, some linen trawls, and of course my Campor hull. And yeah, and of course all the animate stuff from before. So I'm looking forward to going there, battling it. And I've also got Jittery Jim to join my crew. I can't get Olga yet because that requires me to go do quests, and I don't want to do quests right now. So I'll be getting Olga later. But my goal is to try and get to 78 sailing as soon as possible, so I can build a 4th boat, so I can go build a raft to go do the charting task. Because some people may or may not know that they introduced a new sea charting thing, and they'll let you know what you got to do. And unfortunately, I can't get this one right here in Lum Lagoon because you need a raft in order to go there. So I'm quite angry with that, but you know, there's plenty of other stuff that I can do technically. I wanted to try and get the the special brew that gives you your increased cannon power, but I'm not going to be worrying about that right now. So let me just turn this off for now and go back to the XP. So without further ado, we're going to go over and go fight some sharky sharks. You can kind of see here's my boat once again. So there's Syed, Jenkins, and the other dudes. So I'm going to have on the cannon, we're going to assign Jittery Gem to the cannon. And we're going to put this in there. So he's going to use those. And then I'm going to use the other one. And the other two people are just going to chill there and look pretty for us. So without further ado, let me make sure I get my heading straight. So yep, I'm going to go up this way, over this way, and the sharks are going to be right over here in this area. The hammerhead sharks. And some people may remember, or maybe I may have not been, but I was doing some trawling, some deep sea trawling one day, since some sharks were attacking me, and I just took the hits like a champ. But now's my time. Now is my time for revenge to go hit them. Because I'm going to be manning this cannonball right here. We're not attacking the dolphins. All we're looking for is sharks. So we should be approaching the sharks very soon. I am not. I'm trying to get closer over here, where there might be some more of them. Alright, that works. I'm gonna. Oh wow! Oh my goodness! That was a nice hit, followed by a not so nice hits. So right now I'm going to have who is it? This person is going to be, I forgot which one it is. Let's see, what did I get from here? Alright, wow, I've already completed the task already. Gone delivered. Oh wow, and they gave me some Barracuda salvage too. Well, let me just put some of this stuff in my bank right now. So first things first, let me double check again what I need. Forgot which one it was that gives you the increased healing. But I'm just gonna manually do it myself. Apply the teak repair kit. Well, actually, no, we're not even that much in danger right now. So we're gonna go back over to Priffinus. So we're gonna go to the right. Use this just so I can go a little faster. And there's the add-on right there. Tell me what I need to do, but I don't wanna do that right now. Where is the port master? I'm going to tag you. You think you're safe from being highlighted? Nope, you are not. Let's see how much I'm going to get for the liver. Yep, 8,000 XP. So that's pretty good. There is a salvation station right here, so we're just going to go salvage this real quick. We got another teak repair kit. Perfect. Alright. See, I'm not going to try and take on multiple sharks at once. I could. And I might. We'll see. Now we're just going to go back. Straight this way. Oh, some people are doing the agility course. I'm not looking forward to that one. Let's see, I'm just gonna have cyan here. Work on managing the sail. There we go. Yep, and I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna start blasting them one at a time. A ruby necklace. Okay. My boat's so tanky. These sharks can't hurt me that well. Ooh, a 22. Let's go. Oh, that's because I'm using the Haniment cannonballs. That's probably helping me out as well. Alright, so I got one shark's jaw and a raw sharky shark. Cool. Yeah, that's right. I put the mithril ones inside of my boat. Well, I'll probably go put these repair kits as well in my boat. I have a whole bunch more teak repair kits. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take and use up the teak ones before I use mahogany. Oh, I got some mystic boots. Okay, okay. Ooh, some sapphire bolt tips as well. Okay, fancy. Let's see, am I at 20 health yet? Nope, I still need another take 8 more damage. Let me just put this up here. Hey, what's up, Green Speed?
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. Let me figure out what's going on with my audio.
Alright, all good.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Great, great, great.
Good to see you.
Good to see you
Figured
too,
you'd be
buddy.
speaking. I'm currently doing server maintenance.
You're in server maintenance right now?
Yep.
Cool,
I
cool.
got I've collected a lot of media over the years. So like I still got MP3s that I downloaded from like back in 2003. I've got backups that go all the way back 25 years. So over the last 25 years, I've collected a lot of movies, TV shows, music, programs, all that stuff. So I'm mitigating my data from one 8 terabyte hard drive, and I'm splitting up the data between two 8 terabyte hard drives.
Oh, wow. So, got a good amount of work to do there. Or to get that
Well,
figured out.
well, it'd be nice if it was work, if I could twiddle my thumbs or something, but all I can do is stare at the number that goes click, click, click as it goes by. 24 minutes left, it says. 232 gigs. It's a whole lot of waiting.
The waiting game. Everybody's least
Yeah,
favorite game to play.
yeah. And I'm bad about staring at bars. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, I know, I
Like,
know.
if there's a timer bar, there's a little bit of a guilty pleasure in it for me to stare at it. It feels like progress.
Yeah.
So how are you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. Just enjoying some old school RuneScape right now. Doing some sailing stuff. Just shooting some sharks right now in the water, trying to get their jaws for a bounty quest.
Or you're streaming, aren't you?
Yes.
Like just like normal.
Yep.
I s- I didn't read everything that you put on there, but are you using a different service? I
Um,
saw that you'd used an acronym on there that I hadn't recognized about your streaming.
I'm using OBS right now. Hello there, DaveKin39X. It's doing well. I made some good progress. I'm trying to take and do this quest right now. Um, right now these sharks are beating up my boat, and this is my first time trying to take and do some combat in a hot minute. So I'm trying to just take out these sharks. I need one more jaw, but I think I'm gonna have to take and put some of these. Let me just see if I can get this guy to take and.
You know, people don't get killed by hammerhead sharks.
What is it?
People never die from hammerhead shark bites
I didn't know that.
because their mouth is so it's shaped in a way that they can't bite people very easily. Their nose
Mm.
is in the way, or whatever that proboscis is.
Yeah.
Just something I remembered from watching the Science Channel back in the day on MythBusters. They said you can't get bit by a hammerhead shark.
I think I forgot to go pick up the task where I have to go get the liver. So once I get this last jaw, then I'll go pick up both of the shark tasks, or maybe I'll get the legendary manta ray task.
What task are you working on?
Right now, I have to get 6 hammerhead shark jaws in order to take and turn it in for a quest. So I'm hoping that this one will drop, and I think it's like a 1 in 10 drop chance for it to drop from it. But you can get also some cool stuff like these bolt tips and runes and bows and raw shark meat and necklaces, all different types of stuff.
Where's the boat from?
The boat, um, so I built the boat. So you can build different boats depending on your.
Because this is your regular RuneScape, right?
Yeah, this is old school RuneScape right here.
Well, I mean, that's just, is there a newer RuneScape?
Yeah, there's RuneScape 3. That is the newer one.
Well, that's why you always call it old school RuneScape.
Yes, that is correct.
That makes sense now.
But this
I was
skill
thinking
actually
that.
was just released into Old School RuneScape, so it was the first new skill released into Old School RuneScape in almost 20 years. So was released on the 19th. So I've been going pretty hard on it because I want to get. There's like special fish you can only get by fishing out in the deep sea.
Okay.
So I want to get those fish. So part of it is that's why I have these trawling nets on my boat. This is my trawling boat right here.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. I got the liver and that. But I also need to get a little bit stronger fishing level right now. I have 85, and I need to get to at least 86, and then use a new potion that they made, which is the super fishing potion that gives you a +6 boost to your fishing instead of +5 with the Admiral's Pie, which will bring me to the 92 target that I need to be at.
Interesting.
I'm gonna operate this, and then we're just gonna chill right here actually. So I'm gonna operate that one. And I'm just gonna shoot you from. Can I shoot you from far away? Nope. There you go. Now I got you. I just like trying to turn the boat to be as lined up as possible with it, even though the accuracy is not always. It has to be lined up perfectly. I just wanted, to try and be as somewhat realistic as possible for it. There you go.
What other vehicles are in OSRC
So
or RS?
this is the
RuneScape,
only
right?
one to my knowledge is for a vehicle is the boat.
Okay. No horses or anything, no carriages or nothing.
Nope.
That's interesting that you got cannons on the boat, though.
Yeah, so I had to take an upgrade and build the cannons myself. And you have to have like a special sailing level in order to dig and upgrade your cannons. So this is currently my strongest one, which is animate, which requires 69 sailing. So I literally just got to the level today, earlier, in order to be able to use it.
I've got one complaint.
Okay.
That hammerhead shark animation's kind of corny. Just saying.
I understand. Yeah.
With all respect to the game, he just
No,
looks a little crazy.
no, I get you. I don't know why he's doing he's trying to do like a loop or a circle.
Like a loop-de-loop, like he's been shot.
Alright, let me try and let me just move this way to get a little closer to these over here. And we're just going to shoot that one.
You must really be hankering for the game if you're playing on a Tuesday.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't be streaming on Tuesdays. I normally do like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I just wanted to keep people updated so it's not too big of a gap, because on Sunday when I streamed I was 60 sailing, so I literally gained 10 levels over the last 2 days.
Well, I'm glad I've got you to myself for a few, because I've been meaning to catch up with you. Had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of bad stuff going on, so I've been trying to recover from all that. So, just trying to get my head space back where it needs to be.
Mm.
A lot of family drama and stuff like that. Just unnecessary. Did they have other kinds of sharks?
Yes. There's different types of sharks. There's great white sharks. There's like tiger sharks. Alright, there you go. I got the split combat going right now, right? Or are you trying to attack my target? Or is he on mine? Oh well. No, he's technically on there.
it kind of shoots at a curve.
Yeah.
It doesn't shoot like directly at him. It kind of like lobs at him, like a softball pitch.
Let me see. Do I need to be closer in order for you to attack him? I mean, I'm just gonna turn. I'm literally just gonna take control of this one of the fire myself, just to make it easier. Hey there, ZR. Doing pretty well. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. We might have Not a Mimic and Vexy join later on, potentially, depending on what's up for some more people.
It's 8 o'clock, but it feels like 3 a.m. to me.
Oh, wow. Time is an
Well,
illusion.
well, kind of. I woke up unintentionally yesterday. I had a bad headache the night before, and I fell asleep at like 6 o'clock at night. So I ended up waking up at like 1:30 in the morning with nothing to do, and I was just sitting there watching the news.
Oh, wow.
It was a long morning. I've got insomnia problems. I can always fall asleep. I fall asleep like at real early. I always wake up real early. In the summertime, I like going to bed at dark. But in the wintertime, when you go to bed at dark, you're going to bed at supper time. So it just makes everything.
Okay. Let me try and move this boat a little further away from them, so I don't want all of them attacking me. So we're gonna go right here. No, yeah, you follow me, yeah. Just me and you, buddy.
It's kind of fun that you get to shoot them in the face.
Yep. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to the mechanics of it. It was fun. I made a YouTube video of the first day, and it was like very buggy and laggy, glitchy, and horror looking. Because if you had like the HD graphics on, which like helps smooth, like, you know, make it more modernish graphics, it just made the game wrong, and they let people know, like, hey, you want to take and turn it off. So when I did, I'm like, oh, this is much better now. What a surprise.
Well, it's kind of like on ORNA when you have the graphics too high. It looks good, but it runs like garbage.
Yeah.
At least on my phone, anyway. It's with my phone, the graphics are good for ORNA, but it's when you're moving, it lags when you're turning. Like when you're turning the screen to look around, you know?
Okay.
It's like when you have too many raids on the screen.
Okay.
And it just freaks out. It's like
that. The second trial is pretty bad, Davekin, because you have to just like go through multiple routes and track a lot of things. Hello there, Lewis Atkins. I mean, I think I have the GPU thing running, so it does help the game a little bit with the GPU. That's why it kind of looks cleaner.
Are you running this on a laptop or tower?
You can run it on pretty much anything. You can run your phone, laptop, tablet, computer.
You personally.
Me, I use it on my phone, which I have a Galaxy S25 Ultra, and then I run it on my computer. So right now I'm running it on my computer at the moment.
You got an actual tower then, not a laptop.
Yeah. Oh, I do plan on a laptop as well when I'm at work.
Oh, okay.
So whichever way I can get my RuneScape in that's the way I'm going to do it, pretty much.
Just say the answer is yes.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes. All the above. We need 2 more shark jaws. Come on, I'm gonna have to start high alchemy, disenchanting or high alchemy in this year that I got. My storage gonna run out soon. I do like that my boat's so tanky now that I don't really need to worry about healing it, since I've literally invested in the best stuff possible for it at the moment
Can
for
you
my levels.
can you do other things besides killing sharks? Like, can you travel to different places with it?
Yeah, so like all like this is the maps you can travel in. Some areas are like locked, like might not be able to go to certain areas. Like I think this is like a danger area over here.
That's a huge map.
Yeah, it's a huge map. I can't really zoom out more than that, but you can kind of see there's like a lot. Like so, these where the boat's at. This is where you can do salvaging, and then this is where you can go fishing for fish, and then they have different islands, or they have different new monsters on the islands and stuff. You can go fight without your boat
I
and stuff.
I have so much respect for your obsession because you're so much better at it. You're better at your obsessions than I am better at my video game obsessions. You know what I mean? Like, you got such a good raw talent at it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I really just use like every single fiber of my being dedicated towards whatever I'm passionate about. And right now, it's RuneScape and sailing. So that's why I'm literally just
I
like dedicating so much time because like I started playing RuneScape about 5 months ago. You can kind of see I have about 62 days of playtime,
Wow.
and I've accomplished and like I've had people that have been playing longer. They're like, "Wow, I'm pretty impressed with the amount of work you put into it." It's like, well, what really does help me is that you don't always have to pay 100% attention when you're playing the game. Like it's the semi AFK abilityness of this is what I really enjoy. So like
Well,
during work,
and
I'll be
a lot of it's just pushing buttons.
yeah.
So it's not like you're having to control a XY or anything, like a game controller, do you? Or
No,
you just use a mouse and keyboard,
it's mainly just clicking buttons.
clicking buttons.
Yep. All right, let me see if I can get this to work right now. So I'm gonna assign you the here, and you're going to attack that. Are you gonna fire Jenkins? That's right.
Are they
Oh, it's because
damaging the
there's
boat?
no cannonball right now. Okay, let me put this in there. I'm actually just gonna go in this one. So I think that makes sense. He needs to go to the other one. No, he's firing on that one. All right. So attack that one. Yeah, I'm
Do
still
the
trying to.
sharks damage the boat?
Yeah, you can kind of see my health bar right here.
Yeah,
So I
I
have I
see
have
just a little red dot on it.
yeah, like I have repair kits in my cargo hold right here where you can store some. You can't store everything here, but you can store the repair kits there. So because I've invested so much in my defenses, like they're just tickling my boat, and I have like 75 repair kits in there just in case I happen to lose a whole bunch of health. I can just repair it because right now the repair kits that I have will heal it for 20. So I'm just waiting until I take 20 points of damage to not waste the resources right
Right.
now for the repair kits. All right, we're gonna take out this one now.
Does anything in this game heal over time?
Um, so there's like certain types of food that will heal once and then wait a couple of seconds and heal again, but it's not like consistent healing kind of thing.
Okay.
Yes, ZR. There are a lot of things. There's something called the Wooks walking in this game that was created by one of the legends of the game Wooks, where it's like you're like clicking so fast where it's like you're weaving out in and out of the combat zone of certain monsters and stuff, where I'm like there's just like some stuff is just so click intensive here. It's like it does require a form of skill in order to take and get it properly. All right, so that was the last jaw. So we are Getting out of here,
Did,
folks.
did you net him?
Yes. Yep. You use the.
Oh, okay.
It looks like a cast net. I like that. Like if you're
I
close
didn't know
enough,
if you could
if
net
you're
him.
close enough, I don't think you use a cast net. I think you just like kind of like just pick it up. But it's like I like it when it's like a little bit farther away and you get to just like be like, okay, go cast net.
Yeah.
And they have like these courses called the tempors or the 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 trials. So pretty much you have to like it's kind of like racing, where it's like you have to take and make laps around these areas in a certain amount of time, and then you get special rewards. So that's how I
Oh,
got
that's nice.
some special upgrades for my ship, and they're for me. I'm not really like when I was a kid. I used to be pretty decent at racing, Mario Kart and stuff like that. But I haven't really done it in a long times. Um,
I I'm a monster at Mario Kart.
well, I know definitely not to face you then.
Yeah, especially on one on one the water courses.
Okay, there we go, folks. We got the 71 sailing thanks to doing these tasks. So 7 more levels is my goal by the end of the month, so I can unlock a fourth boat. Because there's these special like discovery or charting tasks where it's like you can kind of discover different parts of the sea kind of thing. So you can see there's a lot of stuff for the areas to get to, and some of them you require to have different sized boats for it. So unfortunately, I got rid of the raft, which is the baby boat, but I needed it in order to do this special task. So I'm not going to take and destroy one of my boats and rebuild a baby boat and like waste all those resources that I invested into it. I'm just going to wait because I have no rush for her to take and do these charting tasks right now.
Yeah.
So
Are you
right,
in the process of building a boat off the dock?
so basically, you see this guy right here. He's the shipwright. I'm gonna tag him so you can kind of see him. So you can go here and you can buy a boat, customize or recover a boat. So I don't have any boats that are like endangered to
What
recover them.
what's
So
the floating thing next to the dock straight out? It looks like a hole. Is that a boat?
this
To the left.
this
Way too far. Keep going right. Up, up,
this.
right there. Yeah, that. What's that?
So this is so these are like charting boats. So you can like let's say I wanted to take in charter. So this boat will take you different parts of the map by spending you cost gold in
Oh,
order to do that.
it's
This
basically like
yeah
a teleport.
yeah this is before sailing. This was out there before. But yeah, Dave, Ken, you don't get a huge bonuses from charting, but I do want to do some charting stuff in order to unlock some of the special drinks or alcohols or stuff you can get. Because right now I have one that just boosts my stats right now, but there's ones that give you increased fish catching chances, one that gives you increased cannon chances, and one that increased encounter. Like there's like I think 4 or 5 different ones right now. So eventually I want to try and get the one with the cannon one. So whenever I am doing the task, then I'll be able to take and get better at that. But let me just try and just high alchemy some of this stuff right now, so I can take and get some money. Yeah, 6,000 a piece for those. That's pretty good. Because this game, just like any game, has in-game currency. You can. What I like in this game is that you can actually like legally buy, like, their equivalent of like for in Warcraft terminology bonds, which is like in-game time, and then you can convert that to gold by selling it on the Grain Exchange or the auction house. So I'm raising my hand saying I have done that, in order to take and help me progress in this game. I have spent real life money in this game because I enjoy this game so much, to where I'm willing to take and spend money. So that's how I've gotten a lot of some of the gear that I've gotten, or progressed so far with my shipbuilding and stuff, because I've spent some money in real life money to turn in game money.
Yeah. Are you playing any dungeons tonight?
I had some people message me about some dungeons. I am able to take and play 2 games at once. And with this,
I know you.
I might not be doing, fighting. I could probably fight the sharks probably and do some dungeons as well. But I might just go do the salvaging just because it's far more AFK. I like salvaging because you literally just AFK at this place. Just have my crew members just literally dig up the salvage and I sort through it and I get currency and stuff and I can just do the same thing, which is taking items and turn it into other stuff. Yeah, I can also do Quran Brahms. You're right, Davekin. I do want to get those fishing levels, so that would be a good idea to do that. But yeah, let me try and get this. Let me try and get it set up. So let me minimize this. So what I normally do is I'll have RuneScape right here, and then this other game that I was talking about for dungeons. It's called ORNA. It's a GPS RPG game. And it's going to be this one once I'm able to take and minimize it. Because this is on, it's a phone/tablet game. But I'm using a program called Scrippy in order to take and mirror it onto my device. So it's kind of got like some Final Fantasy style. Yes, it's a GPS role-playing game, yeah. So you have like your warriors, your mages, your thieves, like different types of classes and stuff. And you start out at level 1 like all classes. As you get higher levels by playing the game, you can unlock different classes that cost orns, which is the in-game currency here. There's no bonds like in RuneScape and WoW where you can just spend money to get orns in this game. Yeah, I've been playing this game for 5 years, so I've been playing this game, and a lot of friends also played RuneScape that played ORNA. And what the GPS element is, they kind of have like a Pokemon Go aspect to it, where you have these little aspects, and as you're walking, you work towards hatching them, and you get different ones, and you can use them to build a team in order to fight the fight in these trials, and you get different currencies. So there's like, a lot of people are very fluent with like multiple types of in-game currency, and this game is no shy of that. I think I can just show you kind of what are some forms of the.
Like a less cute version of Pokemon Go.
Yeah. So currencies. So like there's like a lot of different currencies in this game. And like it can be some of them is just like dungeon keys and PvP tokens, like common stuff, and some other stuff you get as you get higher levels in the game, like tower shards and other things. But yeah, so this game you can play with other people. So right now I got some friends in the party. You can have a maximum of 6 people in the party, but only 4 people can join the dungeon. Kind of wish there was more people than that. So would you like to join Greenspeed for some dungeons?
Sure. I need to take some Tylenol because I've been sitting in my chair too long. I'm saddle sore.
So the program that I use on my PC is Scrippy, SCRCPY. That's the program in green right here that I'm using in order to share it from my tablet. Hopefully it doesn't disconnect it. You can kind of see right here, well, it disconnected, so I'm just going to unplug it right now. But I have this USB Type-C cord.
No, how do you spell the app?
Oh, SCRCPY.
Because I aspire to do some extent of some of what you're doing.
And basically what you would do is you would just put your device, mainly for Android, into developer options. And then when you plug it in, it'll give you, it'll ask for the permission to do stuff. And then once you have it set up, then you can kind of control your tablet or your phone, whichever, whatever device you have, and then plug it in there. So I'm gonna have to take and resize it.
I've got an idea.
But you can kind of see it right here. This is the program. This is the code right here for the Scrippy right there. So Scrippy 2.4, you can get it from the GitHub, Gen Mobile Scrippy, and then it found the device, it uses the USB information, and then it takes and renders it and uses the textures. So it puts it at this resolution right here because this is just the size of my tablet. But I can always just make it smaller. I try not to make it too small because then it gets a little bit harder to see it, but I kind of want to check and balance it out, so I might just do this for now, then make it just a little bit bigger this way, and I can just stretch RuneScape over, which I do like that I have the stretch add-on on there right there to make it easier to take and see it. And then I'll take and shrink my camera a little bit and try and center it a little bit better. There we go, that looks pretty centered.
Port you have it plugged into on your tablet is the regular USB-C port, and the
Correct.
other end goes into the computer, which is also USB-C, correct?
No, I have a USB, like a old school USB Type A one that goes into my computer. I don't have a newer generation Type C computer for Type C on there
Well,
yet.
I've been getting confused. I thought that you had Thunderbolt.
I
I thought
could,
that's
I
how.
could. I mean, I am looking to try and get a new computer, and maybe for Black Friday. So if anybody's got any suggestions, I'm not trying to take and break the bank and spend like, more than $2,000 probably. No, I'm sorry, Leo. I don't want it. I don't like this mini game. Goodbye. Um,
Uh, if there's any bit of my knowledge that I can help you with, I'd be glad to share it with. I'm good at finding deals on eBay that are really good. My computer that I'm using now is it's a Lenovo ThinkCenter. I can't remember the model number of it. It's an 8th generation i5, but it's a 6 core and it's got 24 gigs of RAM and 4 terabyte solid state drive. Just basic stuff.
mm-hmm.
But I bought it open boxed from a computer store somewhere in Maryland.
Okay.
Basically took the hard drive out, put in the solid state drive, put in my power supply out of my old gaming computer, put in my graphics card, and modified the case so that all still fits neatly inside the case. Because I wanted to build a sleeper. I know it's so cliche and I've done it before, but I wanted to build a new sleeper.
Okay. Okay. Oh wow, and I'm facing one of my old kingdom's team. Oh, he's got the ectoplasm. But I have avidity, so I win. Nice try, John. This is gonna be a slugfest. I think we're gonna lose this war. But yeah, ORNA is a turn-based game as well. So it's a little bit different that way than some other games where it's more like live action and stuff like that. So let me take and let me see. What am I gonna do? I can technically just chart the prisoners once again once I come back here. So I'm just gonna take the pest control teleport. And first off, I'm gonna go. Well, actually, yeah, let me do that. So
Send me the specs on your computer at your convenience because they've got aftermarket Thunder uh, Thunderbolt ports. I've got one that came with my computer.
okay.
It might be just as simple as if you've got an extra slot in the back of your tower, that you would just plug in a Thunderbolt port.
Well, the thing is, my
Thunderbolt.
computer's like 5 or 6 years old, I think. And what's weird is that like sometimes I'll like load up OBS, which is the software that I use in order to take and stream and stuff, and sometimes
I'm
it'll just completely
I know
crash my
OBS.
computer. It'll just completely just crash my computer, which I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, but that's OBS too. OBS is buggy.
Yeah.
I was running a 4 or 5 camera setup doing uh singing and playing guitar for virtual open mics. So I had a Bluetooth controller on the floor that turned pages, and I had about 4 or 5 webcams set up
Oh wow.
at all different angles, so that as I'm playing and singing, I can click the button and know where I'm going because you on OBS you can go between camera 1 to camera 5 or however many you want,
Mm-hmm.
and you can change your scenes. Well, I was taking gifts from online and making whole big backdrops and doing what the day of the day was. So it's like It's National Hot Dog Day. And I'd have like a hot dog and talk about that kind of stuff on it before the open mic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with OBS.
I mean, I'm interested in possibly learning other programs besides OBS if they're not as janky and buggy and crash my computer. Because besides that, my computer runs, great. I recently
Well,
bought
that's
a
what,
I recently bought an HP Omen for a gaming laptop like earlier this year when I went to go visit, going to the meetup in Virginia, and I've occasionally used it every once in a while. I'm gonna have to
yeah.
take and get the I'm gonna have to dig and do the hide items thing here because I don't like seeing other people's items on the map if I can't pick those things up. So this is the dream spot right here where I'm gonna be AFKing right now. I can get there. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, yep. So let me...
So, if your computer's 5 years old, what gen of is it Intel?
It's AMD, I believe.
Oh, I don't know AMD from since they changed your number scheme, I can't tell by time base now because everything's all these numbers. I know the i7s and stuff like that by age.
Yeah, see, look. No, why don't you see this? It's an
Most
11
I
gen Core TM i5 1140 100F processor. Here's the specs right here.
you're fine. You shouldn't need a new computer.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that computer.
well, that's good.
Gonna look.
I definitely don't. I mean, I'm always tempted by new shiny toys and stuff, of course. But if I don't have
Well,
to,
yeah.
then I'm not going to. All right, so we're gonna get our two guys on for salvaging. So they're doing their work digging up the stuff, so I'm getting passive XP that way. Um, so let's see. We might already have a full party then of Phantom King because we had another person who was interested, but I'm trying to go on with people that are on the stream first for people to join. So we got Kimiko who's watching, who's sending me messages through Discord. We got you, we got me, so we got one more spot. So technically it'd either be Phantom King or another person. Let me make sure this is empty for the cargo. Yep, that is empty right there. So that's good. Minimize this. Oh, it's Maxwell. That could be our fourth person technically, I suppose. Since he's you'll get me a pirate hat. There we go. That's it, Vexy. There you go. So for people that are on Twitch or YouTube, note the future me don't attack warrior. Let me get there. Let's see if we can get Mr. Maxwell here to take and do some dungeons or contend.
As I'm researching for you, I'm discovering something. I'm trying to figure out what the difference between Thunderbolt and USB-C is, because it's a transmission uh, standard over USB-C.
Mm. Alright, that should help clear some of the stuff. Alright, still got more stuff to type in. You have the guard class. Let me see, are you on that class? Well, Maxwell's English isn't his first language. I'm going to have to talk with him through Discord in order to figure out, unless Vexy wants to come here and help out. Actually, let me just add him to the party right now. You can just stay as, let's see, did you change your name, or am I searching it up wrong? I'll just look to my friends list right now and see. Oh, he hasn't logged on yet, so I can't see it yet, so that makes sense, okay. Alright. Let's see. So what am I missing? I'm missing emerald ring, sapphire ring.
God damn it.
And that's good.
Oh.
Hurricane Ham says one of war. Alright. Let me start getting some stuff out of here. So with this boat here, I have the salvaging station and the salvaging hooks, which is different. So right now I'm going to take the salvage that the people are gathering for me in my haul, and I'm going to sort through it on the station, and I can get some cool stuff like stuff they're turning to gold and other good stuff. Alright. Let's see. Let me get back to Discord so I can see your message. Okay, so you have Gilgamesh and Summoner, so... Ham found me. Or who knows, maybe he'll be joining the stream. Yes, I do. Davekin. My house is actually over here right now. You can change the layers as well to not show the buildings and just show the dungeons and stuff. Everybody wants to run dungeons. Alright. Let me take and drop this rum because I don't want the rum. And let me turn this diamonds or these pearls into bolts.
How big is your tower?
What tower? Talking about my computer?
Yeah, your computer.
It's pretty
Do you
tall.
think you've got? Do you have one slot free? You think?
I should. I mean, you're talking about for memory?
No, not for memory. For an expansion card.
Um, I'm not certain with that. This was a pre-built computer that I have. Um, yeah,
I found
to
it
make
under.
to
I
make a
found the
base,
one.
it is level. So in order to make a base, it is a higher level you need to work on getting some gold, Davekin. So killing monsters and bosses on the map is a good way, and doing some dungeons. I do have a Discord server. I don't really have any like beginner friendly guides on my YouTube channel for it. Um, but I can do my best to take and help answer some questions you have, since you are a RuneScape player that's just joining into my area and stuff. There we go, Quinten. There we go. We got him.
Crap! I gotta do reading.
And then there's also an official ORNA Discord server as well that you can join, where there's some people there to help answer questions as well. Um, Davekin.
Just to give you an idea, if you want an aftermarket Thunderbolt, here's about the best deal I found. It's a gigabyte expansion card, and it's $150. Originally $227.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it says it's got DisplayPort 2.1,
And also
PCI
I have
Express 4.0.
also have my own personal Discord. Are you heading over? Did you get the invite, Green Speed?
Oh, I've been busy.
Yeah, I just wanted to help you make sure you got the
I'm
dungeon invite, because I'm just trying to prioritize people that are watching right now that they can join for the dungeons, so
I'm
you're
multi.
watching and stuff like that. Because I got other people
I,
that are watching
unlike
and
you,
stuff.
sir, I am not a great multitasker.
Oh, trust me, it takes me a good amount of time to take and work on my multitasking skills. I just didn't instantly become a good multitasker. That's why I'm trying to just do a lot of low intensity clicking stuff for this that
I'm
doesn't
good at
require me
doing
to do that.
intensive workloads, but I'm not good at necessarily juggling things that aren't on screen. Like if I'm reading, I can't listen very well at the same time.
Yeah, I can get
Kind of
that.
funny.
Yeah, if you're trying to like use like different sensory stuff.
Hmm.
Um,
Like if I'm reading, the voice inside my head is louder than the other people's voices outside my head. If that makes any sense. Okay, let's see.
all right. Yeah, that's how it goes, Davekin. Well, luckily you can always take and change your class once you get some ores and stuff. The main thing is the work that what I can do that they can help you out, Davekin, is you can work towards building a way vessel, which unlocks at level 25, and that's what's allow you that they can teleport to other places. So you can take and do dungeons and party with people in different parts of the world. Because right now it's like, not all the people that I'm playing with are all in the same area. The most challenging part is working on getting the gold, but I think when you get to level 50, I think you can unlock the Oracle Guild. Let me see if I can. No, because I'm not in my house, so I can't do that. Goblin Lord Staff. Perfect. Perfect item for a warrior. Yes, Sam, you're not invited. Even though I would like to invite you, I've got already a full party right now. I mean, technically, we can, with the amount of people between different chats that I'm going with, we can probably make 2 parties right now. But
I like the party.
I'm just trying to help out people that message me first and stuff.
I'm just trying to party.
He just wants the party. Alright, make sure you go over to Builder Bob's.
Go to Builder Bob's?
Yes,
Okay.
that's where we're going to.
Let me... Should I go ahead and light my, what have you?
Yes, you can light your brazier to get more view distance.
Yeah, I already lit my brazier today.
The best thing as well, Davekin, and that there's a website too, the plateorna.com, which is a good resource for information to help find stuff.
Builder Bob, right?
Yeah, Builder Bob. I'm gonna have either you or Kimiko take and start the dungeons, just because it's a lot easier for me to take and just click than having to take and click continue for hosting and stuff.
Exactly. Okay. Yay. We are progressing. Holler at me if you need me for something because I'm multitasking.
Okay. I'm gonna take and buff up so we can get these dungeons started. I have my foresight lower to where technically Kimiko or other people can take and host. I think Kimiko is around 600 foresight. So if you could be underneath 600 foresights, which is the stat that's determined, and that would be good.
Let me check. 524.
Alright, then
Am I good?
you're golden.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do a ping to see if people are here and stuff.
I'm happy to say I got my Fagerd chest guard gold Godforged 2 days ago.
Hey there, Ham. Over there on YouTube. You can always take and reach out to Hype on yourself, Ham, in order to get him to take and do an invite. But yeah, if you can start first, and that'd be great, and then Kimiko they can go next. Green speed, so all you have to do is just focus on click and continue.
Okay.
But yes,
I'm
Dave
happy
can.
to do it.
There's pets. There are pets, and they have different events every month, and the events rotate each month. And next month for Christmas, they have a big pet event that lasts for like 2 or 3 days. where they're gonna have access to get like different types of pets. So right now, one of my pets that I'm using right now is a little beaver, a little animated beaver that I got. You know, some pets are like you buy them through the rune shop, which is like the in-game shop and stuff. But you can also get like regular pets through events. So not all pets are tied behind money, but you know people want to get the fancy animated pets or the reskins of pets. You know, they're pretty. I think they're pretty good price for them. They're like $5, $6, $7, $10 for the pet kind of thing.
I'll start here in 1 second.
All
I'm
right.
getting caught up with what my task.
I told you. We have 4 here right now. We have Maxwell as contend. Um, we have Maxwell as contend. We have Green Speed. We have Kimiko as Queen Maeve, and then myself, and then Phantom King just being a Phantom King right now. Yeah, so that's the good thing about this is that the events do return. So it's not like the event's going to go away forever, kind of for these in-game events in ORNA. And like I'd say, compared to other like mobile games, like ORNA is probably the most free-to-play game out there, where you literally don't have to spend any money unless you just want cool aesthetics or just a couple extra
Without
items and stuff like
commercials.
that.
Without commercials.
Yeah, without commercials too. Yeah, there's no ads and stuff like that you have to watch or lock behind and stuff.
Okay, let's see. Boss, party, party boss. What am I wearing? Mm, Uh, uh,
You can always change your faction if you want to, Dave can, by spending $1 in the rune shop to change it at the bottom. So you can literally just spend, where is it? I can't see it. I have it in. There's a different story from why I have my currency in yen. Here it is, right here. So faction resets. You can always change your faction to different. So I just pick which one you like. I'm currently the Earth faction because green's my favorite color, and a lot of my friends are Earth faction right now. But each one of them has their pros and cons. Earth is one of the ones that a lot of people choose. Just oh wow, I got a short look. So that gives me a boost for my luck. Golden orange. Team Green, let's go. Let's go, Davekin.
all right.
Alright, there we go. Do you see the invite, Maxwell?
Can you hear me better today?
Yeah.
Is there a fourth?
Yeah, he's the guy in the voice chat that's mainly talking through that.
Okay. Is, it, is he who's showing up on the screen?
He's Maxwell. Um,
Elmo.
yeah, he's the Elmo guy. Yes.
Okay, so I see his words popping up on the screen.
I told him to close and open the game to see if he gets the invite. Nice. What's your fishing net currently right now, Davekin? 82, nice, nice. Nothing, alright. Try and send it again, green speed. Try and send another dungeon invitation. Alright, here we go. There we go, we got him. We got him in the party. 4 people, let's go. Oh, so you're first. Looks like then it's going to be other people, okay. So we got the 4 site challenges. Do you have a carry build, or are you just rocking regular Beowulf right now? Green speed.
I'm doing my Orn build.
You're doing your Orn build, okay. We can take and work with. We can take and work with that.
I'm just using my my shield, my Windhammer shield.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Storming Tempest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do have the highest foresight. I would have put mine lower.
Well, then they just contend would be second, so it might be easier just for me to take and maybe just carry, because I can raise mine the highest and just carry because it's easier.
Yeah.
So just after this floor, just don't click continue, and I'm gonna change my gear real quick.
I would have just changed my crown.
I'll let you know. Just hold or not. I can take and raise mine up pretty high because it's we don't have any anguish on, so it's going to be easy to carry. Yeah, it has to be like in between the floors when the victory screen in order for me to change it without messing up the game. So alright, let me do this. Oh, almost made it. Oh, stop, Immortal Lords. And get some more salvage out of here. Oh wow, they've been working pretty hard. I might only just put Cabin Boy Jenkins and leave Saeed to take a break. I'd recommend using a Panacea here. Alright, I'm ready. You can go.
Okay.
Should be first. There we go.
You hit the button and I hit the button.
That's how it goes. Nope, we need to start doing this. So I'm just gonna start tapping. No, I don't want to high alchemy in that. But the other advice that I can give you, Davekin, is just follow the storyline quest. It's very important, just like in RuneScape, how important it is to take and complete the storyline quest. And the storyline quests will, in some ways, help teach you some different parts of the game too, by actually to go do certain things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my pet thing to the mimic. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep the beaver on for the ward defense. I'm just gonna continue on with this. Your quest has reached 25. Okay. So then you've already completed the other parts of the quest. Then the quest before those. So that's good. Alright, let me put this stuff up. Get some more salvage out. Do that. Oh yeah, the Goblin King is pretty. He's a pushover. Because, you know, this game has like potions and stuff, so you can use potions to heal your health and then heal your mana if you're ever running into a dangerous situation. But you can also run dungeons in the future. You unlock dungeons once you're able to get to level 50. And I think you can only run them as regular mode. They're really giving you those mage vibes right now. Luckily, there are later on. There's other classes in the game that are kind of like generalists or like super utility classes where they can wear any piece of gear, and those are the some of the more popular classes as being the Beowulf or the pet class, and then deity, kind of like the I do what I want class because I'm just, you know, a fallen god kind of thing. But deity isn't unlocked until you're able to get the tier 8, which is 175. And it's pretty expensive too for the amount of orns. So technically you can unlock a higher warrior class right now because once you get to 25. Put that on right now.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
One more. Come on. One more.
You got the. He just sent the invite, Maxwell. There we go. We got him. But yeah, you can always take and swap to the mage class if you want to. And you can just, because eventually you can buy all the classes and stuff. You're not like locked to only playing one class. It's the class system's a lot different than RuneScape, because at RuneScape, you know, you're kind of locked by your gear. You can always bring multiple types of gear, and then, oh, now I'm a mage because I'm putting on mage gear and I have the mage items, or now I'm a warrior because I have, you know, melee gear, and now I'm ranged because I have a bow. Well, with this one, it's like while you're running the dungeon, you know, you're as one class, but you can always change your classes depending on other things, because, you know, each class can do things that other classes can't do, or not as well as other classes. For me, the thief class is my favorite one because it's like ninja. Because, you know, being a '90s kid growing up with Naruto and all other types of cool anime with fighting and stuff, I'm like, man, the ninjas just look cool. So that's why I went with the ninja. Yeah, let me just command idle for Saeed, so I can take and do this. Well, glass cannon. Trust me, there's plenty of glass cannon mage builds, because in this game you can have a two-handed staff, which has more protection, which is in the way of ward here, or you can wear two one-handed staffs, which has less ward because you don't get the full stats of each one-handed staff. But you get more, you know, more overall power, and there's like there's specializations too. You get one free specialization, and then whenever you choose another one, you have to pay orange for it. So My advice is waiting till level 100 to get the Seeker specialization, because the Seeker specialization will give you more view distance in order to take and see more things out on the map. And then there's view distance gear as well. So there's and view distance is important because the more you can see when you're teleporting somewhere, because when you go through a wave vessel to travel somewhere else, you can't move around. You're stuck in that one place. So having like a view distance gear or a view distance class can help you see more dungeons, and you can always do the dungeon swap by closing the game, reopen it, and changing the other class after you start the dungeon. So there's like a lot of advanced mechanics here as you like slowly progress higher up in the level. Just more stuff opens up into the game. Similar like in RuneScape, where it's like you can only take and mine like iron, or you can only make iron bars or mine mithril and steel. But as you get higher up, you have more options available to you. But if you like glass cannon mage builds, then definitely the heretic is one of the best. Technically, the DD as well is a really good one, but the heretic is a lot more. I think it's a lot cooler because they just recently did a rework for that class where they added these new things called flask. So like once you hit something with a super effective attack, you'll gain like these like little bars, little flask bars that are underneath your character, and then you can use special spells depending on how many of the flask bars that you have in order to increase your stats or apply certain debuffs, or be able to hit people even if they may be immune to certain attacks.
Nice. Can he hear me?
Who?
Elmo on fire.
Yes, he can hear you, but his Spanish is his first language, so he doesn't know English very well.
Okay. So it wouldn't do me much good then.
I mean, you can always type it in the chat, because I'm mainly talking to him through this streaming live open chat, so you can send him a message there. Okay. You can always take and use Google Translate to help out with that.
Okay.
So naturally, because I like the Thief class in ORNA, I gravitated towards the Ranger class, or the range class for RuneScape is my favorite. So I have my Bofa, I have my crystal armor gear, I have my Zenite Van braces, I have the Pegasian boots, I got all the fancy stuff. I don't have my upgraded Ava's Assembler yet because I haven't done Dragon Slayer 2 yet, but that might be in the near future for that, so I can try and get the upgraded Ava's accumulator.
I'll start here in 1 second.
All right. It was actually nice when I did the Song of the Elves quest. I think majority of the people just always leave after they fight the warrior guy, because you go straight from the warrior guy right into Siren. So I'm like, hey, I have like no resources, I'm melee, it's weak against magic, so I left, got my magic gear, and then luckily I was able to take and beat it on the first try to fight the Siren for the Song of the Elves. And then immediately I went to the Grand Exchange and I got my crystal weapon seat. Got that. I didn't take and get all the other stuff. Hello there, Mr. WR. Welcome to the stream, buddy. There it is. Nice. But yeah, here's my Discord server link. I put it in the chat on Twitch, Davekins. So you can join there. That's where I'm actually talking to the people right now, Maxwell and Greenspeed, and of course chat can hear it as well. And
You can call me. You can call me Green Speed or Lee. Lee's fine too.
yeah, there's Davekin. All right. I do have people. I have people muted whenever they join in the live stream just for safety reasons, in case I don't know them. But because we've been talking for a little bit, I'll take and be able to take and mute and unmute you so you can talk now. So hello there, Davekin. But of course, talking is optional. You don't have to take and talk if you don't want to. Okay. Well, you can take and you have the option to take and mute yourself. There we go. I'll just unmuted you right there just to make it easy. But if you want to talk, just let me know.
Keep looking up at your screen and forgetting to look down and hit my button.
Let's see. I need to take.
Didn't think about anguish this time.
That's all right.
I'm just at 0.
That's okay. I think Maxwell has 1. But we don't need to run anguish. Just chilling around in dungeons is like just always good too. Just to get those numbers in. Because I used to be a little bit higher ranked than I am right now in this game. I used to be in the top, I think 22 was the highest that I was, and that's 22 in the world in this game. So I've definitely put in my time into the game. You can kind of look at my stat page. And see it's on the leader. I can always just joke around and be like, just check me on the leaderboard, bruh.
What time of day does Abu get on?
Abu, I haven't really seen him on in a minute. I mean, I can take and always reach out to him and see what's up. I think because he lives in Australia, so it's like, middle of the day right now.
New Zealand.
Not New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I got corrected.
That's right. I always get it wrong sometimes for the time zones. Sometimes I'm right for some people. I'm like, actually it's around this time right now. Because I know my friend Han, he's in Germany, so it's like 3-4 o'clock in the morning right now over there for him at the moment.
Right.
But people in Australia and New Zealand, it's already like lunchtime, afternoon, evening, beginning right now kind of thing. Oh, he's an angry Hades. Let's see anything good. Nope. Oh, I'm gonna put that away. Drop that. What's in here? Get that out. High alchemy and some stuff right there. Just put up the cannonball so I don't accidentally get rid of them, and I'll grab another 2 more so I can just high alchemy the rest.
you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay. See if I can find another. This is no bueno. I've got all my view distance on. I can change classes to see farther, but I can only see. Well, let me turn off raid. I'm not seeing any other. Should I change classes?
I mean, if you want to, you can always pop to a view distance one. The
Well,
monuments
if
will
it,
be under the dungeons, Davekin. So you would take and go through the filter, and then you would go through dungeons, the show dungeons. You won't see the tower option yet because that's under tier 9. Um,
can I sit one out right quick and smoke a cigarette?
yeah, yeah. If you want to, you can chill.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Y'all are taking host one. My goodness, he's got a whole bunch of kiosk portals here. Oh, looks like Maxwell left, so technically we do have a spot that's open now. The only thing is, I'm not the party leader, so I couldn't actually lead the party. Send him a message, or we'll just be going. Take it and start high alchemy some stuff. Let me get off the teleport. Not teleporting anywhere soon, so they're gonna make it much easier for me to do this. But yeah, so there's 4 different monuments. There's Ithra for the ice faction, Thor for the lightning faction, Vulcan for the fire faction, and then Demeter or Demeter for the earth faction. If you were to find one that's your faction, it doesn't. You can enter it for free. If you find one and it's a different faction, then it costs 1 skeleton key or 1 dungeon key in order to enter it. Nice. Nice, nice. Now, monuments are a bit more challenging because it's multi-combat. So it's like you versus 2, 3, 4 things. So I recommend before entering one to make sure that you work on trying to get some good gear by trying to just beat up as many different monsters and bosses that you see. Help you out, because if you die, you know, there's no go again. That's it for the monuments. You can always leave. You can always run. You can always leave, or like if you're just about to die, like next turn you're about to die, you can always run away or just close the game out, and they can bring you back. You can fight it again, or you can try a different one if you want to. Let's see. Let me go pick up some more stuff. I'm going to deposit this cannonball in there. Go get some more so we can have Jenkins continue to work for us. Where are we at right now? 60k XP till 72. I think at 72, I think I'm going to go try and go to the next tier salvage. Because then I can just use the Whirlpool Surprise to get the 74, so I'll have 2 minutes before I need to take and use another one rather than 1 minute right now for it to go. I know I can take and use Persevere in order to take and extend it by an extra 30 seconds per one, as long as I have it going on, but we'll see. If the XP is that good, then maybe, maybe not. Yeah, so you already found the one way to take and get XP, Davekin. So the arena is a good way because you're fighting like NPCs. Technically, you're not actually fighting real people in that version of the arena, and you can also get some good gold. So, what I recommend doing is if you see shops around you, they can sell arena tokens, and then some of the fallen monsters have a chance to drop it. You can also take and go to the platewarner.com and then go to the codex, or just look up items like arena tokens, and they'll show you which monsters have a chance to drop them. So you can farm them. Eventually, when you get some gold, enough gold in order to build your own shop, or you can build your own grand market, and then they will sell arena tokens. But you'll have to take and refresh gold or wait the time in order to buy more from it. So right now, definitely like using the arena tokens that you do have will help you be able to take and progress your level up higher, which is good. The monuments and dungeons do scale up with your level, but when you get a high enough level, you can actually choose which tier dungeon you enter. And some people will choose the lower tier just because it's quicker, or they're looking for certain materials that drop from lower tier monsters at times. But I don't think that you can change your tier until tier 7, which is 150. So each tier is every 25 levels. You could probably progress higher that way. Yeah, so technically tier 10 is the highest one, but there's one more technically, which is tier 11, which is 250, which is the max level in the game. Now, what they did is that they introduced badges into the game. So, like, if you wanted to go beyond, the XP required in order to get to tier 11, then you'll get some badges. So, for me, I've got the over level 400, which is I think the second highest one available. So I've gotten a lot of XP over the years. So you can kind of see like there's like have your playtime, where you are in the global, you are regionally, like have like monsters and bosses. So some of these badges won't unlock until you meet a certain threshold or amount. And then like if you bought like the special event packs and stuff, you'll get a little badge for the different events that you played in as well. Yep, there's a lot of stuff to do in this game, and I've definitely done a fair amount of the stuff. I haven't done every single thing in this game. Like I haven't like done everything for the highest level or highest tier for this stuff. Let me see if Contend left the party. I don't think he did. Let me see. I can sort it by party. Nope, he did not. Because, like, technically you don't need to get the tier 11. What tier 11 does is it gives you an extra 3 more floors in your dungeons. So at tier 10 you have 22 floors. And then at tier 11 you have 25 floors. So that gives you, like, an extra couple floors of monsters or bosses to take out depending on which type of dungeon you're running. And then for reference, you know, for the amount of XP, to get to 250, it's 2.4 trillion XP. So the good thing about this is that whenever you kill a monster, another one will spawn. So there's never going to be a chance where you're fighting monsters and there will be no monsters. There's always going to spawn another monster. There are some items you can use to help increase your chance of spawning monsters or stronger monsters. One of them is using a torch. So a torch will help increase your view distance and draw more monsters to you. And then there is the candles. Let me see for the candles or the items. So there's the oculate candle, which will help and spawn more monsters. And then there is one later on. You have the affinity candle, which is later not higher one you can get. And some of the stuff you can get from defeating monsters, and some of them you can get from doing the quest, or some of them will happen from raids. And raids are like big monsters or bosses you can fight either solo or with the party. Kind of like bosses in RuneScape. Let me see. There's so kind of like these things right here. So they're different. They start at tier 6, which is 125, is the lowest one you can fight. Technically, there's one for tier 5, but it's a little bit more difficult in order to happen. So you can kind of see they have the tier next to it and what level the raid is. And then the codex is kind of like the information that tells you like their stats, or their skills, where do they drop. And you have to get those yourself. Like you have to fight it in order to see what it drops. I'm not really.
To unlock them. You have to unlock them to where it says bleeding, burning, frozen, paralyzed. You have to use status ailments to unlock all those.
Yeah.
In order to get a full codex.
Mm-hmm. Well, whenever you're ready, Greenspeed, you can take and start it up. I got a new person to join us, Mr. Phantom King. Because Contend want to go. Let me take in. Gosh darn it. My high alchemy, my chisel again. I'm going to have to go buy another chisel. I meant to click it and it was already on high alchemy. Oh well. So be it.
You guys have got to carry me this time. I don't have much. I don't
That's
have
all,
too
that's
many
all
balls
good.
behind
That's
me.
all good. I can do it.
I'm just a little guy right now.
Oh, I see you got the tier 8 class with you right now for the view distance.
Yep.
Little Nyx, not Nyx, Fallen Arcanic with his pet. Just chilling.
Yep. I've got enough to unlock Realm Shifter, but I just haven't committed to it because for another 500 1,000 orns, I could unlock another ascension level. But I don't know whether to unlock an ascension level or to unlock Realm Shifter.
Yeah.
We've
I
talked
mean,
about this.
like, of course, I'm Team Realm Shifter, of course, but also Ascension levels are also cool as well. In order to help make yourself stronger.
I feel like unlocking Realm Shifter is much more of an achievement than going up from Ascension level 5 to Ascension level 6.
Yeah, I can see that. Ascension levels
But
are a way to take and increase your stats when you get the tier 10 Davekin. And it requires a mix of things like you need the orns, you need gold, and the most challenging part for me is like the resources. So every time you go up a level, all those things increase. So you have to get more materials, more gold, more orns. But, you become stronger every time that you get those. And
a
technically
little bit,
there's
not much.
no cap on ascension levels, so you can keep on going higher and higher and higher. No. It's gonna take you a long time if you just want to keep on going higher and higher and higher up. To get those ascension levels, for me, I thought, 200 was a nice, pretty clean number to stay at, and it took me a couple of years to get there. I'd say I got there pretty fast, just because that was like my laser focus, mission or mission at the time in order to do that. And technically, I could go higher if I wanted to, but I was like, no, I'm going to try and invest some ascension levels in other classes in order to take and try them out and, have some different playstyles and stuff like that. Do, 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 do. And one of my favorite things about ninjas, you'll see, it says Ace Armor Kevel got another turn. You can get that through two different ways. One is by being a ninja and having avidity, the passive called avidity, which is only for the thief class, where if you attack somebody, you have a chance to gain another turn. Or if you use a spell, sometimes it doesn't even have to take and be an attack. Like if you just use like a buffing spell, I have a chance to get another turn. Now it's capped at 30%, and there's items where there's year adornments. You can get to help increase that. And then the second way is through a specialization, either the Disciple of Finesse or Blades of Finesse, which is unlocked through getting a certain guild level, because there's different the different proofs are tied to different guilds. So as you, like, let's say you really like doing dungeons, so you'll be working on your anguish level, because anguish is tied to dungeons and other stuff, but that way. But for the Disciple of Finesse and Blades of Finesse, it's through either the Blades of Finesse guild or through the Conqueror's Guild, which is literally battling people in PvP for Blades of Finesse in a special mode where it is somewhat live. It's still turn-based, but it is live. And then the Conqueror's Guild is kind of taking settlements or settlements, which are kind of like land around different parts of the map, and they're locked between different ones. So that's how I got mine originally. When it was first released, there's only the Blades of Finesse. The Conqueror's Guild was released, I believe, last year or the year before, so fairly new for that as the
I
option.
think Conquerors was last year.
Yeah, so it was last year.
Yeah.
In order to take and get it, so I had to take and battle a whole bunch of people and get tokens in order to take and buy the class.
Mimic still showing up?
Yeah, Mimic's around every once in a while. I think he's trying to dig and get his fishing in because he's actually close to getting to 500 guild level in fishing.
Oh wow.
So he's been putting in his time in the getting his fishing level high enough. There's one person that was trying to surpass him or get close enough level to him, but Mimic's on a mission. You know, he's gonna get
Fishing.
that.
Fishing is the least favorite part of the game to me.
Yeah, I'm not a big fishing enjoyer. I used to do it whenever there was a material that was in the shop that I needed to buy for the coral currency from it, but for the most part, I would not want to do it myself because it's like you can't do anything else while you're fishing. You're kind of just trapped there. So let me try and unfreeze myself by swapping to the Discord. Joining back. Did that work? It did.
The,
Good.
the the fishing needs a bit of a rework. It needs something. All you're
Yeah.
doing is tapping out and tapping back. There's nothing else to it really.
Yep, there's fishing in this game. In order to fish, though, Dave, you do have to be near water. So, like, you have to be near this water over here, or you'd have to have a fountain near you on as an item on the map. So, if you click the fountain, it's going to consume the fountain and restore your health and mana. But if you don't click it and you're near it and you use the fishing line, you can take and fish from it. Now, you can't fish from it forever. Eventually, it's going to run out. But unfortunately, they have capped fishing at 500 fish a day. But that resets at 0 UTC. So technically, you can do multiple limits throughout the day, depending on whenever it is 0 UTC, your time. Now, if you're in Europe, sometimes 0 UTC time is midnight. So sometimes you can't do that. And for every guild, there's a leaderboard for it. And some of them are easy to get on the leaderboard or easier, and then some of them are really hard to get on the leaderboard. Just because people have been playing the game for a while and they've been, working on leveling up their fishing skill or their dungeons or their towers or other stuff, depending on that. This fishing isn't as AFK because you have to kind of like click. Well, it's kind of AFK. You just have to click every once in a while in order to take and place your bobber down, and then the fish will kind of like go in like a little zigzag path, and then eventually like kind of land on your bobber, and then it'll catch it. Now, sometimes it's not always a fish. It may be a random item you may get, or maybe a battle, like fighting a sea monster, or a kraken, or some finfolk and stuff like that.
Some rubbish.
Yeah, you can get some rubbish. Yeah, everybody likes a different aspect of the game. For me, I like running dungeons because dungeons is one of the things you can run and play with other people. You're not like you can technically run dungeons solo. In the beginning of the game, feels like forever ago. 4+ years ago. You couldn't do dungeons solo. You had to take and do dungeons with other people, or I think it wasn't like the group mode like it is right now. It was like if you're running solo, it was solo mode. Like I don't even remember because it was like that far, that long ago kind of thing in the game's history. Because the game has evolved and transformed over the last 5, 6, 7 years that it's been out. So now that I can't chisel the pearls, I'll have to turn them into money then. Well, looks like I finally caught up with the guy. Did he click? There we go. Just double check and make sure I'm not frozen or anything.
No, I was looking at something.
But yeah, from what I've seen so far, I when I was doing the bounty trials earlier in RuneScape, I do think that I am gonna like battling the sharks because it's like you spend 5-10 minutes of fighting it, and then you get like if you get all the fragments, that's like 15,000 XP or 15,500 plus whatever XP you got from fighting the sharks when you're shooting your cannon, unless you're like having other people shoot the cannon and stuff, and you just use other stuff. But I don't like doing like the ranged attacks, using the cannon in order to take in fire. So ornate is the best, Davian. So how it goes? So the lowest is broken. So it's broken, poor, common. Technically, poor and common are similar in stats. Then there's superior, famed, legendary, then ornate. You can technically upgrade your gear beyond ornate once you get to level 10. Once you get a piece of gear to level 10, you can take and master forge it. Oh, looks like I accidentally did, my little sensitive cord disconnected my tablet, so I'm going to have to take and fix it up again. Oh no, it's giving me some challenges, so do this. There we go, I got it.
Nice.
And then now require you to take in like have certain items. You need to have so much of the item of that the material for that item in order to take and get the master forge. And then you go beyond that, and then requires more items in order to demon forge it. So this is technically level 11 is master forge, level 12 is demon forge, and in order to get it to the final form, which is God Forge, you have to fight one of these monsters that had like that golden aura right now, like this from this fallen Demeter, and that's where the RNG comes into play. Because you have to kill a monster with the golden God Forge aura in order for a chance for it to take and go from Demon Forge to God Forge, and then that would give you the most stats out of the item. Because every time you upgrade it, it gets a little bit more stats.
You could show them your item menu, or whoever we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The not the health, but the like the Merlin's concoction and more of the exotic stuff.
Yes, they have. Yeah, you'll definitely get there one day, Dave. And I believe. I believe.
It's funny because later in the game it's all buffed. Earlier in the game it's all potion. I
Yes.
mean there are buffs earlier in the game, but for the most part,
Yeah, like for
under
example, there's certain buffs you need to get from the mage class, the warrior class, and the thief class. Certain buffs or debuffs from newer later classes that will help you in order to use some of these spells. Like for example, the Mimic's Mischief spell that I have right here is from the mage class, from the druid class, and then Wyvern Speed is from the Beowulf class. So you use different buffs from different classes over time in order to take and get that. Now, what
oh,
Greenspeed was talking about, you can technically use items or consumables in order to get buffs as well. And there's a lot of them. And you unlock them. Some of them are event drops, and then some of them you just get naturally through defeating monsters and bosses or raids over time. Alright, another dungeon completed. And then where more RNG comes into play is the end of dungeon rewards. So when you complete a quest and you get an item from completing that quest, now you have a chance that they can get it to drop from the end of dungeon as one of the reward loot pool drops. And then that's where the rarity comes into play. So you get a common one when you complete the quest, but you can get a higher quality one from the end of dungeon rewards. So some people, there's different methods of how people like to get their end of dungeon reward. Some people will go and, choose the difficulty going into 1, which is only 5 floors, to get a quick chance to get the end of dungeon reward. Or some people like me like to go for the higher dungeons, try to get more resources as they're running through the dungeon in order to get to the end of dungeon reward. So it all just depends on what your preference or what your playstyle is kind of for that, So that's why it's also so important to complete the quests, because there's this thing called the Band of Gods, which is part of the Tier 9 quest, that increases your gold, XP, and ORNs by 50% for the common one. But if you get a higher quality one, that percentage goes up depending on what quality you get. And then for the final quest, the Tier 10 one, you get this thing called the Concord, and the Concord gives you a 50% dungeon cooldown, so you can run dungeons more often. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to have like a 0 cooldown for dungeons. There's like a math formula for it. So, let's say, for example, a dungeon, if you were to run a hard mode dungeon, it would take 23 hours in order for it to come out without no Concord. So then when you add 1 Concord, it cuts it in half to 12. And then whenever you cut it in half again, it goes down to 5. 5 or 6, something like that. So that's where it's like, it's helpful to take and work towards the quest whenever you have the chance to work towards the task. Now, luckily, there's like a website. You can just type in ORNA GPS RPG quest guide or quest.
My screen just turned white.
Uh-oh. Oh, so you unlock the ability to... You may need to take and restart your game then in green speed.
Yep.
And see what you could do.
Gotta find that.
Excuse me. So kingdoms are kind of like clans in RuneScape, but it's a little bit more because you have like kingdom raids and kingdom dungeons you can do to help get materials and resources. So I'm part of a kingdom. But the kingdom that I'm part of is very like VIP or exclusive. But there's other kingdoms out there, and then that's kind of where like joining the Discord, because they'll have like kingdom recruitment posts that people make in order to help join and stuff like that. It was funny because this actually used to be my old personal kingdom that I had for like if people wanted to take and join around and stuff. But me and my friend had a goal in order to just make like a very small, tight-knit kingdom of people. So there are benefits of joining a kingdom. I would say it's probably not as important now, but along the road, it'll be helpful to take and join your own kingdom, because you'll have to take and get certain items from special kingdom raids that are in there for some quests later on down the line. Or it could be easier to access certain raids during events through the kingdom raid area. Who knows? I might take and decide to take and make another Earth Kingdom myself, just to level it up in order to take and help out newer players and get them started. Or what's nice is that they're in the process of reworking the kingdom system in general to allow people of different factions in order to join other faction kingdoms. So like an earth person can join a lightning kingdom, or a fire person can join an ice kingdom, and so forth and so forth. But you get benefits if you have your kingdom be all the same faction. but it would give an option in order for you to take and join other kingdoms that are different factions if they have open spots and are available and stuff like that. Nope, we want to keep on high alchemy. Deposit, withdraw. Let's see if I can get... So I got my first ever Dragon Cannonball actually right before I started streaming, when I was chatting with a friend of mine. So maybe I can get another one. Unfortunately, I've already got a whole bunch of the rusty tokens already, and they don't give you lamps for every one. You only get one lamp for the first one. So I'm really looking for a Dragon Cannonball, or just some, maybe a Rune Scimitar to get some extra gold would be nice, or just more cannonballs in general, just of the adamants and mithril. Because I mean, those adamant cannonballs that I was using to fight those sharks made it just seem so easy. But also it scales off your range, and my range is 90, which definitely, played a good part into it. Ooh, these guys are scary. Let me see what I can do with these.
Uh-oh.
I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He's deleted.
Nice.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna take and keep on high alchemy in these mithril scimitars. I'll just spam continue. Trying to master the multitasking, or keep on improving on the multitasking this.
Oh, hell, what can I do?
Do you have stun dart?
There we go.
That'll work. Yeah, we got another turn. There you go. There you go. You're able to help out.
Right.
You and your cat did it. There you go.
I did a chaos portal. Do you want me to do?
No, I don't want to do chaos portals. No, chaos portals are
Okay.
no. I know there's a lot of them here. I know there's a lot of chaos portals here, but I'm mainly focused on doing normals and underworld portals right now, just because those are the ones that are the most advantaged. So if you're done, then you can swap over to Beowulf, and then I can host, or and stuff like that if you have no more of the other dungeons to run. But if you do,
I got a few left.
Okay. But yeah, the cool thing is I think you should be able to take and create the Oracle Guild now. There should be an NPC that you talk to that's going to give you a diluted mnemonic. And when you complete that quest, then you'll be able to build your own Oracle Temple. And I'd recommend making sure that you upgrade it by going to the button all the way to the far right, and then raising up by spending your gold, because it's going to get if it's a lower level, you have a chance to not get a Luminomic, and you can get one a day. So it resets at 0 UTC time. And then when you do that, it's kind of like little mini games into it. And then when you get to the final one, they'll ask you a question, and you can pick an answer, and then it's going to give you a thing called an amity, which is one of these things that you can see right here, like this opportunity and attrition or recovery and ability. So pretty much what it does is it gives you a bonus, like the crits, and then it gives you like a bonus and a malice. And those can help increase your power tremendously in the game, or it can hurt you a lot depending on what the malices are. So you gotta pay attention to them. So it's like an extra little power up thing that you can wear. And there's even a specialization that allows you to wear two of them, so you can have like two different ones if you want to have a little bit more protection or extra damage or versatility with the powers that it can give. But it's always important to that. And then that will be a good source for you to get a lot of gold to help you build your way vessel, because they usually give a good amount of gold, and then some good orange as well. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, as you upgrade the bestiary, you have the option to get higher level pets. Now you have to be that tier in order to can buy the pet, because you can't be like tier 3 and have like a tier 7 pet. So the pets are locked behind the tier, and then the pet shop will refresh, every day, or normally tell you at the bottom whenever it's going to take and refresh. Which is
Oh,
very
I
helpful.
thought of an idea that you may have missed.
What is that?
Uh, with every character that you unlock, you get to keep those spells
That is true.
after.
Yep.
Yeah, that.
Every class that every character you unlock, you get to keep those spells that you can use for other stuff. So that's how I got a lot of these skills that I have right here, because a lot of these spells or skills. So the best way I can describe it is that spells are like magic spells, or like debuffs or like buffs, and then skills are like attack base for that, or like more like physical attack kind of base, rather than like magic base. And normally it'll show it to you on the spell or skill. There's like a sword, it's a skill most of the time, and then if there's a wand or like a cane or a magic staff, then it's going to be a magic one. That'll kind of distinguish the two. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of collector opportunities in this game if you wanted to kind of collect, every single piece of gear in the game kind of thing. There's that. There's like there's so many ways that they can play the game. It's just depending on which way that you like it. You like to play the game. Alright, nice. We've finally been able to get some breathing room and not have to be so focused on the high alchemy. But I still need to do it just to get more space. I just got the 84 magic today too, thanks to doing all this high alchemy. Like I've done like thousands of high alchemies thanks to salvaging recently. I mean, I've done thousands, of course, before sailing came out, but I'm more like incentivized in order to try and maximize my sailing gain by just like, and my money gain in magic. So you know, multi-skilling by just disenchanting or high I like to call it disenchanting, you know, from old WoW brain lingo right there, because I'm literally turning it from one thing into, you know, another thing. It's no longer a sapphire ring. Now it's, you know, gold for me to take and spend on other stuff. But I suppose we can take and let actually, no, I'm just going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. There we go. We'll let him take and do his job as well. Let's see, completed the quest. Okay.
Just doing Anguish dungeons because I get such better stuff.
Yeah. Anguish dungeons is something that you unlock when you get the tier 8. That's where it makes the dungeons more difficult, but it gives you more rewards for making it more difficult by making the enemy stats a little bit stronger, and also maybe, you know, reducing certain areas or parameters of your stats. Like you can reduce your fire damage and stuff.
But what's nice is when you have stronger friends.
Alright, well, take care, Dave Ken. I'll be live tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. At around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have a great night, buddy. It was great talking / meeting you, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Peace, brother.
I let you stay up, Kevo.
I mean, that's a good question. Sometimes I may stay up another 2, 2-3 hours. Sometimes it may only be like an hour. It just really just depends on what my body is telling me. You know what it's how what it's trying to tell me. You know.
I got you.
I'll probably be wrapping up the stream probably in like 30 minutes to an hour, but you know I'll still be doing a little bit of stuff after that, of course. Um, no, I don't want to wear the gold ring. I want to disenchant the gold ring.
Mammon on floor 16.
Yep, big guy. Uh-oh. Looks like... Yeah, make sure you... Ooh, nice. Got some good chick damage.
What else can I do?
Just keep on attacking so then the other guy can take it out.
Oh, wow.
That's right, I got my boosts, and they're gonna go down easy peasy. There you go, stun dart helping it make it easier to hit the dude. Oh, my buffs are gone. That would help if I got some more buffs. There we go. Now I got the boost.
I think that's all the regular dungeons I see.
It's all the ones you can see. All right.
Unless I missed one, I'm checking, but I
No,
don't
I
think.
think you ran a good amount of dungeons. So thank you for
Right.
hosting. Appreciate it.
No problem.
I'll take and probably host for the last bit. So I'll be the carry. It's easier for the carry the host because then you can just go at your own speed. Well, let me just check out this war. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one. Whew. Yeah, especially with the people that have yet to attack. Did John attack me yet? No, he didn't. But I don't think I need this Ametion. So let me try and change this. That'll probably work. All right. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna close up my game, the take end, reset the spell order so I can have the the swan song near the center of the screen, so I don't have to worry about not clicking it when I'm spamming it when I'm trying to dig and do when I'm trying to high alchemy and stuff. So there we go. All I need is really one buff. Now there we go. Now the English is on because I have it on. So maybe I might need more than one buff after all then. We'll see. Nope, you go back there. Oh yeah, I'll let people give a chance to dig and buff up here a little bit. Just use like Word of Ordinite or whatever you want to use here. Don't kill them just because it's easier floor here. But unfortunately, Mr. Phantom didn't get the memo. Let's see, I'm going to use a Berserk Mushroom. Come on, game, give me another Dragon Cannonball before the stream's done, please. I know it's like a 1 in 2800 chance, but I already got it once. Give it to me one more again. This is where I need Thrud for a little bit more damage. this is where we need a stun dart right here, or a perfect shot. If you have a stun dart, that would be fantastic. Use it green speed.
I do not.
Or you can just take it out. You know, that's another option too. You know, that works as well. You know, as long as it doesn't have a chance to hit people. You know, that's all right in my books.
Good old shield.
Come on, caskets. Where's my diamond? Yes! There's the diamond. Big money there. Diamond bolts are OP for ranging. Spoken into existence. Oh boy, this is why I have perfect shot for this exact. Well, first I need a diffuse ward so I don't die to the berserk damage. And now I use perfect shots. Okay, well that does 0. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double stun dart to take and set up the other people to help take it out, or you and the other people. So I'm gonna do my part here. I got an extra turn, so I'm going to take out this guy who's got less health. Alright, I'm just going to take and do that.
Nice.
You know, ninjas always got little tricks up their sleeves, you know. Come on, game. Make me lag on when I'm hosting. Don't be like that. Let's try this one more again. There we go.
In 33 minutes, I will have 1,086 episodes of Looney Tunes.
Nice.
Yeah.
It takes me back for
It
Looney
is.
Tunes.
It's 140 gigs.
Mm.
It's 186 of 1124. So it's almost the complete Looney Tune.
Mm. Okay, okay. Very nice, very nice. Oh, you want to play games, huh? Do you, Fallen Leviathan? You know what? Here. Perfect shot just for you. Let's see. How much health? How many turns can it take? So I'm losing 600. So I might just have enough health in order to take and do this. I don't. I go with diffuse ward. Perfect shot. Perfect shot again. Probably need some stun darts on those Pegasus.
Yeah.
Would help. Most likely the one at 13, the one at 13k, because that one's in the Mystic Feather. The 3700 one's still above half health, so that one's okay. So let's see what Phantom King's gonna do. If he's gonna do something, he may just be stuck here, frozen in time. My favorite alternation of the song. Frozen time. You don't have to go home, but you can't move from here.
Nice.
Man, they love giving me sapphires. Oh, I got this. I got this. I got the turns for days. Can't even see other people's turns. That's so many turns that I've got.
Ooh, an ornate Beowulf charm. What will I do with that?
I know, right? Added to my collection of the other Beowulf charms that I don't know what to do with.
That you only need 2 at most, and you've got like 30.
Yep, that's where you can sell them if you're balling on a budget and need some gold. You know, you can always do
I
that.
guess.
Let's see. Waiting for you. There we go.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. I've learned, and I still continue to learn the hard way not to just immediately just full send it after like a couple seconds. It's always good just to wait Make sure the people are actually in the party queue, and then send it rather than being like, all right, 10 seconds is up, we're sending it. If rather if you hear or not, we're going.
Yeah. I'm looking at 3 different screens, so if I miss something one time, I don't mean to.
No, it's all good. Oh boy, let me try and unfreeze myself. Let me just do this real quick. Just to make it easier to unfreeze myself. That looks like all the buffs that I need. I think we can tell you to take a break, buddy. There you go, take a rest. So my bags are full right now. Give me a little bit of time.
Better set up. I'm getting a lot of bandwidth bottlenecks because I'm using two USB 3 external hard drives that are, spinning disk hard drives. So they top out about 150 megabytes a second. But I've got my Flex server that's doing maintenance at the same time it's downloading to the same drive, and it's making it run like a dog turd.
Trying to push it to the limit. Oh, gosh darn it, game. Where's my extra turn at? That totally should have been another turn right there.
You did a little damage.
Yeah, you did.
Just die already.
There you go. Yep. They love their second chance, you know. Like, no, I'm not done yet. I still have another chance to fight. It's like, no, you don't. I have like 5 turns. Just go to sleep. Come on.
This is but a flesh wound.
This isn't even my final form. I still have 5 more cutscenes to go through before it's my real final form. and simply doesn't just jump to the final form. You have to wait through the 5 to 20-second cutscenes for me to get there. Let's see, where are we at right now? We were at 60k earlier, needed to level up. Now we're at 35k. So we made 25k just like somewhat like 75% AFK. Still have a little good amount of not AFK. If I just left the other dude, just Mr. Cabin Boy Jenkins, just trolling, then I probably would have got a little bit more, but it'll be a little bit slower because there's not 2 people salvaging. But that may be the way for this. Just try and stretch it out. Wow, man. 3 chests, 3 sapphires. I'm gonna have sapphires for years thanks to all these sapphires. Alright, there we go. I should have this. Let me just do this. Let me just do the chip damage for him because he's going to be the important one to take out. Alright. And luckily my beaver be doing the beaver things, taking it out pretty good.
Nice.
Oh man, that harpy's
Thanks.
The harpy wants to be in the red line too, apparently.
I'm not quite there yet. I still got half board.
Let's get...
Evan, if you don't mind me asking, do you work in technology?
I kind of work in technology. I work for a printer company.
Oh, nice.
I don't actually like do the technology on the computer. I mainly do like the maintenance and like supplies for like contracted through other other companies, where I'll go like bring them supplies, you know, help see
But it's
it.
all like printing
Yeah,
supplies,
it's all
right?
yeah, it's the printing. Yeah, bring them like toner, the waste toner
What's your
bottle
brand?
cartridges. Rico.
Okay. That's an old brand.
Yeah, Rico's been
But
around
that's
for a while.
isn't that the same company that did Tech? It's like the same word, but they put tech behind it.
I'm not. I didn't really do the history of it. I mean, that would probably be helpful to take and know like the history of Rico. Um,
I could be misspelling it too. I don't know. I thought I remember seeing that before in the past, a long time ago. That company name.
it's like Ricoh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the one I was
I
thinking
actually
of.
just recently made my 1 year working there on the 20th.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
I have to say I'm proud that I earned $150 last week.
Nice.
Basically, I'm a freelance computer repair guy, and since Windows 10 is going out and Windows 11 is a turd, all my customers' computers are crashing for different reasons.
Mm, yeah.
Because with Windows 11, if you don't have secure boot turned on and you leave Windows 11 go, it will eventually crash
Oh my
because
goodness.
it requires secure boot. So it'll just leave you stranded one day without access to your information. That's what happened to a
That's
customer of
crazy.
mine.
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes,
Shit.
sir.
I was busy staring at the screen, staring at your screen, not mine. I'm so used to not taking a turn, it catches me off guard when I do have to take one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have shackles on right now, so my power is being limited by a good amount, so I don't have my full power here.
Yeah.
This is only but the wee bit of my power, my true power.
Mm. I wish I had my English on just because when we're doing English dungeons together, I get I get quite a bit of good gear. It's helped my game so much since we've been doing dungeons together.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm just playing with my farming gear, but I
Mm-hmm.
use my Wind Tamer shield because it puts out the most magic
Oh, your
hit
Wind Tamer
points.
shield is amazing.
Yeah, I wish I had a better quality one, but I'm happy with the one I've got.
Hey, you know when it comes back, you know what to do.
Thank I'm still unmotivated to play ORNA now since I've been playing it so long. I only want to hang out with my friends. I just want to hang out with you guys and do dungeons.
No,
I
I
don't
get
really
it.
give a shit
I
about the
get
rest
it.
of it.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I
You're
hardly participated in the memory event that was happening for majority of this month. Like I did like one of each just to get something. But
yeah.
I was just like, no, I just like chilling, just running dungeons. You know, just chilling, running dungeons. You know, simple life. You know.
I'm not a high level player, but there's a reason for that, and it's on purpose. It's because I never wanted to stop being a game. I'm not trying to beat it. I'm trying to play it if that makes any sense.
I mean, like, I don't think you can truly like beat ORNA. I mean, of course, some people will have their own like high horse that they stand on, saying, "Oh, you truly beat ORNA if you're able to take and do this in the game and or do that."
Yeah.
But it's like, there are releasing new stuff. There's always stuff to do in the game. So it's like,
Yeah.
you kind of just do what you like to do. That I like running dungeons, so that's how I got to where I am today is through running dungeons.
Yep. I like doing dungeons because it's a team exercise.
It
So much of
is.
this game, you're just sitting there by yourself with your phone. You might as well not even be multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
But I spend 23 hours a day alone in my room when I don't have business. Like, I don't have shit going on because I don't have money. But, just got a lot of time to fill.
Yeah, and that's where video games, movies, insert blank can easily fill that
Yeah.
fill that time.
Well, I got a new project on my mind tonight. There is a Goodwill here in Greensboro that sells old computer equipment. Have you ever
Oh.
heard of? I think it's called a Home Lab, or no, it's no, not Home Lab. It's Home Home Kit is Apple. It's something like Home Kit, but it's your own server for all your smart devices in your house. So you basically set up an old tower, install the software on it, and it will run as a server for all your smart devices. And I'm
Oh,
hoping that you don't need third party to use it. So
it
that's my
sounds
next
it
big
sounds
goal is to set that up because I've got everything in the house is smart.
sounds like
Bulbs, door handles,
you got
all that.
some cool stuff that they can work with for it. Cool projects
Yeah.
indeed.
Oh, sweet. I got a daily goal.
Nice.
Yeah, my front door has a thumbprint reader on it. I love that thing.
Wow, that's fancy.
It's like $80 on Amazon. And it's got a Bluetooth bridge that connects uh to my Wi-Fi. It
Mm-hmm.
allows me to unlock it when I'm away from home and all that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, there's anything on Amazon. I love all that stuff.
Amazon's got something for everybody on there.
You can just make shit up that you've never heard of before for a problem that you just occurred, and there's already a dozen of them made.
Yep. It's like I need a self cleaning water bowl for Fifi. There's something out there for that already.
The self-cleaning water bowl. They have those.
Well, yeah, I'm just like making up something that sounds like far fetched, and the past may have sounded far fetched.
No, not far-fetched. Specialized.
Yeah, yeah,
Check
touche,
this out. I didn't
touche.
I didn't know that these existed, but I've got those plastic tables that like you see at churches or at social functions.
Yeah.
They're the plastic tables that you buy at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
Uh I've got one of those, but it's set up but it was too small. It was too low. So I looked on Amazon and they have risers that you can slide over the leg to raise it up another 2 feet. So right now it's set on my chest or it's set on my desk being at my lap level, it's at my chest level. So that way when I rest my arm on my desk, it's flat with the mouse, so it's more comfortable. So like when I type on my keyboard, my elbows, both elbows are on the table at the same time as I type.
Nice.
Yeah. That's the way I like it. I like one of those adjustable desks,
Oh
but I
yeah,
need so much space. I need an adjustable desk that's like a Cadillac. I need one that's like
10 feet
10
long.
by 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10,
like 10
10
feet
feet.
long.
Yeah, it sounds like you have to kind of build your own kind of for that.
Well, you can get the pieces.
Yeah, yeah, they're out there. Just gotta have the vision, and have the can do attitude,
But you know my reason for wanting a stand-up desk? It's not because I want to stand up. It's because it's adjustable. That you can stand up if you want to, but you can get it at whatever height that you're wanting to work on. So, like, I work on a lot of guitars and stuff, so you need soldering and different things like that.
Yeah.
When you can adjust your work table to where it best suits, I I like that a lot.
Mhm.
They're so expensive though.
Oh, I
Come
haven't even
on.
looked at them, but I mean, I'm so certain that it is expensive, and plus, it is something that would require a good amount of maintenance on it too over time.
No, it's just an electric motor, like what do you call that? Not a stepper motor, but it's just basically like a motor that you'd have in your car's automatic windows.
No, okay, it's your turn. By the way.
Is it my turn?
Yes, sir.
It's hung up.
Yeah, sometimes it likes to freeze. I've had it happen multiple times today.
Do I leave and come back in?
You just go to another app on your phone, and then wait a couple, and like play on it for a couple of seconds, and then
Oh,
swap
really?
over to ORNA.
See if that works. Oh, hot damn.
Yeah, this isn't my first rodeo at having these, the screen quote
Oh,
unquote
it
freezing and
lit
stuff.
up and then it froze again. Let me try it one more time.
Yep, yep, yep. Try and click a different button this time, See if that help you.
I went to Chrome this time.
There you go.
Not like playing these ghetto games. Whose turn is it now?
It's Mr. Phantom Kings.
When you have those really big rights and auras and everything else, and plus the Merc, it's almost impossible to see what's going on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like with the way Phantom Kings aura, like if someone else is behind them, it'd be kind of hard to see them
Yeah,
with that
kind of
aura.
takes over.
There we go. Now it's Queen Maves. And now it's my turn. And hopefully I can just hit him with the horizontal slash and be over with him. There we go. Over with it.
Hello. Good night. Don't forget to put those out. Yeah, I love you, Mama. Thank you. I was thinking just a few minutes ago, I enjoyed that night of helping you and your dad get home.
Hey, that was great. Yeah, when we had that road trip on the way back from Alabama.
I spend so much time in my room by myself. I'm single. I live basically with my mom, and we all do our own thing. So I've got all this time on my hands. So it's kind of like truck drivers. You know, they can sit there and talk all day long because they don't have
Yeah.
anything else to do.
Yep.
What time you got to be at work tomorrow?
8:30.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. I mean, I kind of have a pretty flexible schedule where I don't necessarily have to be there for 8:30, as long as I do the stuff that I gotta do, like visit my sites and go visit the places. So
You
very.
got a company car?
Yes, sir.
Wow, big man.
Yep. Of course, you got the
Well,
company
that's cool.
phone. If you got the company car, you gotta have the company phone.
Yeah, the company phone.
Yep.
So is it like do you work for an independent retailer or do you work for the company itself?
I work. I work. So the main customer or client that we have is a library, because what company uses the most printers? You have to ask yourself. Well,
Right,
libraries use a lot of printers.
right.
So I go and I travel to different libraries around town, and another thing that I do that most people probably don't do is I actually do like the collections. So I collect the money from like the when people want to take and add money to their library card, or they want to make a color copy or a black and white copy. So I collect the money from those machines, count them, and then give it back to the library people.
I'm so jealous. Your job sounds amazing.
And it really is
I
an
would love.
amazing it really is an amazing job. I'm very fortunate to have it.
It
Those,
just sounds chill. If you're hanging out in libraries all day, nobody's breathing down your back, and you just do your work, what could be better?
yeah,
You've got all day to figure out what you're going to do on RuneScape after work.
maybe.
Well, I'm guessing if you obsess over it
Yeah,
while you're playing it,
yeah,
you're probably obsessing over it during work
yeah.
too.
So like, what's great is that I'm able to technically play um, while I'm in transit, because my phone's able to fit inside of the steering wheel and like pretty snug, so I can take and do something. Like I can just set it and forget it, just for doing what I'm doing right now. And then
Yeah.
whenever I stop, I can just play a little bit, collect the resources, empty out the bags, whatever, and then just go back to doing it. So I don't even have to take in or hardly look at the phone.
And
Everything.
you found a relatively safe way to do it.
Yeah.
I would love to play and drive, but I'm too hard on myself when it comes to some things because if anything happens to my van, I'm walking. Like there's no plan B. If the van breaks down for good, that means all I have is shoes.
Yeah. No, no, I get
So
it. It's definitely important to take and be safe, and that's why I can I definitely try or I am as safe as I be. Let's see. Am I safe here? No, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna use diffuse ward. All right. Now, if you definitely have a stun dart, now would be the time to use it. If you got it on you.
nope, no stun dart.
No stun dart. Well, now we just pray to the cat. The cat does the cat thing. It's got all the triple magic up right now. There we go. The cat did the cat thing. There
Thank
we go.
you, kitty cat.
Thank you, kitty cat, indeedy.
That was my best purchase on Orna. The whole
Oh
game.
yeah, oh yeah. The cat, is very OP. Very OP.
What's OP?
Overpowered.
Oh, yes. I was thinking like, OPP. Yeah, you know me. Are you are you old enough to remember that song?
I don't think so.
Oh, it was a song back in the '80s, and it was just
Yeah, you know, I'm a '90s kid, so it's a little bit before my time.
well, okay, it's '89, so it's not quite '90, but it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Back whenever youthful hip hop was still kind of innocent. Like there were a lot of like young teenage groups and stuff like that back then that rapped and sang.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Good thing I had Word of Ordinite there, because that would have hurt, and they stunned
Yes,
me
it would have.
extra bad. Alright, there you go. At least I took out one of them.
Let's see, what can I do? Let's try this.
Alright, there you go. You took out the main threat, which was the harpy. So that's good.
Okay. Does the sheep does the Wind Tamer shield also increase pet buff?
No. It just gives you the foresight, gives you some ward, and then gives you the Storming Tempest.
I thought it had one. I thought it had one thing that it did. I guess not. I must be thinking of my loot.
Yeah, the loot has the pet stats on it.
The pet stat bonus and the luck.
Yep. Talking about the Arisen Caroling loot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that has pet stats on it and it has the luck.
No, mine's just. I don't know if mine's a plain caroling loot or not. Let me look.
I mean, they have the same thing. It's just the Arisen one has more stats than the regular one.
Why you got to tell me that? I thought I was doing good. I've got 2 God Forged loots. Now you're telling me I don't have. Now I got to work harder. Oh, I got an Ornate Artisan Deathbringer Anguish 6.
Awesome, awesome.
I got something that makes me happy.
Yeah.
It's never anything I can use, but it's something new and shiny.
Exactly. It's something new and shiny. Sometimes that's all you need. You know, just a little bit of dopamine, not a whole bunch. You know, just a little bit.
No, all the dopamine. I want all the dopamine.
That's all he was. No. Fully open the valve. That's all the dopamine.
I'm just a regular dopamine head. I look at my phone so many times when nothing's on it, just to see if there's something going on. Most of the time when I look at my phone during the day, it just shows the time. But I still have to look, otherwise it'll bug me.
I can do this. I think this is going to be the last dungeon for the stream.
Yeah.
It is going to be about that time.
It's 11 o'clock.
Yep.
I've still got some more server maintenance to do. Hey, it's finally seeding. All 140 gigs of Looney Tunes I downloaded.
Yay, progress.
Yay. Okay, so since I don't have a whole lot of like extra money to go buy stuff for myself to make myself happy, I download stuff because I've got 2 8 TB hard drives. So I'm amassing this media collection so that when I go off grid, I've got plenty to take with me.
That's smart. I mean, like camper style off grid kind of thing in your van?
Like van life.
You like van life.
Like Starlink, some sort of respectable gaming computer in the back, bed, like maybe a light. Not
Yeah.
not a light, but maybe a light electrical system, something like that.
And have like solar panels and stuff.
I don't need heat. I don't need all that. I'd like it to be like 3 seasons because I don't plan on going up to
All right,
Canada.
please don't hit me too hard, ma'am. And if you are gonna hit me, please. I don't have that much health, but I do have Mystic Feather to help me out. All right, good.
Oh, you
It
missed.
literally missed us all.
Oh, got one more.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm just gonna chip him down. I'll let the other people take him out. Had to get a little bit of health back.
There we go. Thank you, Keycat. Yeah, I've seen these guys that take these old like moving vans and stuff and fix them up on the inside and leave them the same looking on the out
Yeah.
and make just a nice small apartment. I need a place to sleep. I'd like to have a dog, and I'd like to have basically my room. I'd like to have in a box fan, have everything bolted down so I can leave it the way it is, and then just go live wherever the fuck I want.
Yeah. It's very very simple life, you know.
That's kind of what I'm looking for. I need some simplicity in my life. But I don't want to do it in like a Sprinter van.
Yeah. You don't want to do it in like a. I guess like a. What would be the way of saying it? Like an upscale van kind of thing.
I want to find an old 70s shaggin' wagon and fix it up. One with the round windows on the back or the heart-shaped windows. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I love those old 70s vans.
Uh oh. We're going to do this dance again, I guess. This time I got 400 health. Alright, nice, nice. Cat took out one of them. Come on, Phantom King. Alright, Kimiko, you got this. Phew. The prey actually gave me just enough health. I'm not risking it here. There we go. Alright. Phew. Alrighty,
Nice.
folks. Well, appreciate everyone for watching. All the new people, all the regulars, all the people that are watching it on YouTube. Thank you for the supports and for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to like it if you enjoyed it. Don't like it if you don't enjoy it. Simple as that, And then comments if something you like. And then, of course, if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. That little bell if you want to get notified whenever I go live. Have a great rest of y'all's days/nights. I'll be live around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. And I'll be off on Thursday because it is a holiday. But I'll be back on Friday, and I normally don't stream on Thursdays anyway, so it kind of worked out perfectly like that. So, take care, everyone, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.